last FNCS qualifier just finished this past weekend and finalized the top 50 duos in each region that will be competing for the $3 million prize pool for FNCS Grand Finals here in just a couple weeks. I went in to find the first controller players to qualify before anyone else, and now I'm going to try a few of their controller settings. Don't forget to subscribe and use my creator code Carter2K in the item shop. In round 1 of these qualifiers, of course, the Go Miro qualified, and so did one other controller player known as Elite Death. In round 2, TNA Cam and a guy known as Elite Gold qualified. In round 3, Bylah qualified, and then round 4, Spade and Nevify qualified. Now, these are all the best of the best controller players. However, a lot of them keep their settings completely private. So because of that, the first player whose settings that I'm going to try is Elite Death. He's a pro controller player that really didn't even start popping up until 2021, but now he's ranked in the top 100 PC players on NA East with around $15,000 in earnings. He's also a linear player on a Scuff Infinity 4 PS with 2 paddles. The second player whose settings that I'm going to be trying is TNA Cam. He's a pro controller player who has had a super consistent progression to where he is now ranked in the top 50 of all PC players on NA East, as well as ranked as the 54th best console player in NA East. I mean, he literally just won the PlayStation Cup a few days ago. His earnings now total about $30,000, and he's also an exponential player playing on the PS5 Scuff Reflex with 2 paddles and no claw. Then the third player whose settings that I'm going to be trying is last season's FNCS winner, Bylah. He's a pro controller player that really just came in the spotlight last season after his FNCS win, which earned him $65,000 of his total earnings of near $100,000. He's also ranked in the top 100 PC players on NA East, as well as in the top 15 NA East console players. And he's using right claw on an Xbox One controller on linear settings. So now that you all know some background on these players, let's check out the settings of the first round qualifier, Elite Death. His slide hold time wasn't even shown, so I'm just gonna stick with my .085. Camera settings default pitch 0.1. Build and edit multipliers are both 2.1. And then his look sense is 43% on both horizontal and vertical with 0 boost at all. His ADS sense is 11% on both horizontal and vertical with 0 boost at all. 0 second look damaging time linear. In his dead zones, he uses 10 on left and 5 on right. I'd get stick drift on this, so I'm going 10. Now, these are good settings, but they are the most generic linear settings in the world. There's at least over 5 tier 1 controller pros that use basically these exact linear settings. But there's obviously a reason for that, so let's see what the hype is about. Now, as much as I don't want to play Arena, these settings got these guys to FNCS Grand Finals. That is the biggest Fortnite competitive event this season, so I have to try them in Arena. Okay, not bad shots, even though he was literally completely still. Let's go. Making sure you stay calm and composed, especially with the auto. I'm not gonna lie though, right there, my builds and movement just felt awful. One thing about these settings is I really don't know much about Elite Death. However, I have been seeing his name a lot, and he's one of only 2 controller players to qualify for FNCS Grand Finals in the first round. The only other controller player to do that was Miro. And Miro's a 5-time FNCS Grand Finals winner. So I feel like that alone says something about how good Elite Death is. I literally wasn't even looking at my screen when dude started shooting. That scared me so bad. Bro, what a straight weirdo. If you guys have ever wondered why I hate playing Arena, this is the precise reason. He's literally gonna stay up there too. Like, he doesn't even care about zone. He doesn't care that zone's all the way over here. And that's exactly what you get. Let's go! Bro, no way. As we were being broken out. All right, well, Elite Death settings are pretty average, I'd say. They're the really typical pro player settings. In general, they're really good, especially if you stay on them for a while. But now I get to try the exponential settings of TNA Cam. He's gonna be over here on a .01 slide hold time. His build and multipliers are both 1.6, while his look sense is 51% on horizontal, 58% on vertical with 0 boost. His ADS sense is 11% for both horizontal and vertical with no boost. 0 second look damaging time, and then this is actually on exponential. For his dead zones on his PS5 Scuff, he's using 8% on both sticks, but again, I'd probably get stick drift, so 10% it is for me. So let's see how they do in Arena. Let's go. That was actually such a risky play, but it ended up working. Being able to hit those shots right there is also a reason why I'm liking Exponential recently. Everything just feels a lot more controlled, and I've gotten really used to it over the past like month. It's way easier to hit these medium to long range AR shots. Even with my builds and edits, I feel like I've started to just hit more of them. That kid literally missed all those shots. That's actually funny. Oh, there's another one. Now, these guys are actually teaming. That's weird. So weird. No way, bro. I just 1v3 these guys. There is no doubt in my mind that those guys were teaming. Nothing they just did made sense. They didn't take a single shot at each other. Bro, let's go. That's why I love exponential settings right there. I feel like I was hitting my shots. I ran out of mats there at the end and was still able to mantle up and make that shot. I think the issue that most people have with the exponential, like why they don't use it, is because of the building and editing. However, like I mentioned, the building and editing now for me, I feel like my exponential has gotten better than my linear. Little 90 hit. See, those shots are just harder on linear. It's way harder to control. Oh, hitting a couple headshots here. No, bro. I am just so bad at box fighting. I'm still hyped about that 1v3. I don't even care about what else happens. I actually really like TNA Cam's exponential settings. They're a little bit different than what I've been using, but they're still definitely really good. Now for the controller settings of the defending FNCS champion, Bylah. His settings are going to start out at a 0.06 slide hold time, camera settings of pitch 0.1. Both his build and edit multipliers are 2.0. His look sense is the standard 43% that almost every pro linear player uses. However, he switches it up a little bit and he adds a 2% turning boost on both horizontal and vertical with a 0-second turning boost ramp time. His ADS settings are also a little different with 7% horizontal, 9% vertical, and 1% turning boost on both of those. 0-second look damage time linear, and then his dead zones he goes 10 on left and 8 on right stick. I'd get stick drift, I'm going 10. And now these linear settings are a little more my style compared to Elite Death, mainly because the ADS is a bit lower and Bylah plays with boost, which when I'm using linear, I really like to mess with the boost. Thanks for the free kill, bro. I appreciate it. Holy, bro. Let's go. Okay, maybe linear aim isn't so bad. No, bro, he had a max damage shot. I honestly was just hoping that he wouldn't. I'm so sick of holding walls against people in arena. Right now, I'm pretty biased to exponential, so my favorite settings were by far cams. However, I'm sure if I never switched to exponential and I was still on linear, then Bylah's settings would have probably been my favorite. But yeah, those are 3 of the current best competitive controller players, so it'll definitely be interesting to see how they perform. And thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I hope to catch you in a future video.